Look me in my eyes, bro. Look at me, bro. Nobody in the One Piece world is safe. Nobody. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm basically talking about the Celestial Dragons. The Celestial Dragons, they are walking, talking demons, bro. They are literally demons on the world of One Piece. There's nothing that they don't do that's evil, bro. Whether that be slavery, rape, murder, mass murder, you know, hunting slaves for sport. They literally have an island they used to. They literally used to have an island called God Valley, where they would annually put slaves on there and hunt them for sport. That doesn't even sound like a real thing, bro. Could you imagine like you were a slave on God Valley and you were getting hunted down? That is just so wild. But the scariest part about, you know, Celestial Dragons is the fact that they literally can do whatever they want. There is no law that is, you know, limiting them from doing whatever to whoever, whenever. So I believe they debuted around like Saba Odi and shit, you know what I'm saying, when that pirate was going around going crazy, like, please guys, I'm gonna blow up. I just want to see my son again. He literally blew up. And then I think it was like St. Charles' sister. St. Charles' sister pulled up on him, kicked him a few times, and then shot him for no reason. Like, why would you do that? Oh my god. I don't know what happened after that, but I remember there was like this nurse lady or whatever who was trying to treat somebody, and then St. Charles was like, yo, I see you, you a baddie, you coming with me. There just so happened to be her fiance just like watching that go down, and obviously he's like, yo, what is you talking about? You not taking my fiance. Before he can finish his sentence, St. Charles popped him in his head. Or wherever, I'm not sure where he popped him. But he literally shot him for no reason. These are Celestial Dragons, bro. This is what they be doing, bro. If they see you, they will take you. They literally view the world as like their supermarket for free. Like they can just go from island to island, picking up baddies, Fishman baddies, Saba Odi baddies, all kinds of baddies, bro. They can literally go to any island they want, take innocent men, women, and children, and use them for their freaky freak-offs in the Holy Lands, aka Mary Joa. Dude, they call it the Holy Lands. There's nothing holy going on in those lands, bro. They be having Diddy parties every day. I'm presuming all of you have, you know, watched the Kuma backstory. If you haven't, go watch it. That shit is sad. It is, oh my god, why would they do Kuma like that, bro? Oh god. So this is Ginny. Ginny, you know, Kuma, they've been with each other for a while. They, you know, escaped slavery when they were kids and stuff with, I think Ivankov. They've been chilling, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all wholesome and shit. Like, they're cool as fuck. Ginny was talking about some, oh my god, Kuma, let's get married. Let's get married. He did not want to do that. You know why? It's actually kind of sad. When he was born, the doctor or whoever, like, found out that their family was, like, buccaneers or something, and they were immediately put into slavery because apparently the buccaneer race did them dirty. I don't know what's going on. Apparently he was scared that, you know, her and the kid would be like, you know, technically a part of the buccaneer family and like put back into slavery. It's sad. Later on they joined the revolutionaries. It's all good. It's all Gucci. Until one day Ginny gets kidnapped by the Celestial Dragons. Kuma is not having that. He goes to Dragon. He's like, hey, yo, Dragon, we gotta do something, bro. She's not going to survive there, please. Dragon could not do anything about that, bro. I know, like, people want to slander Dragon all the time, but this is like when the revolutionaries were first starting out, bro. This is like LeBron when he first entered the NBA. This isn't like prime LeBron. So for the next 2 years, they violated Ginny, bro. And you know what I mean when I say violated, bro. They raped her without a G in the Holy Lands, bro. Oh, bro, no. And then 2 years later, they throw her to the curb because she caught some like blue sapphire disease or whatever the fuck. And then she hit up Kuma. She's like, hey, Kuma, meet me at the church. And Kuma was rushing there. He was trying to get there as fast as he could. Unfortunately, she died right before he can get to her, bro. What the fuck? Yo, that is actually the saddest shit ever, bro. Bro, a moment of silence for Ginny, bro. A moment of silence. I said a moment of silence. Why are you fucking talking? And you know what's even more sick about it? It's the fact that Bonnie is technically, you know, the product of a Celestial Dragon and Ginny, you know, being forced upon. Like, that is so sick. That is so, bro, that is so sick. If I knew I was the product of a Celestial Dragon, I'm ending it all. Bro, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. I'm ending it. You should be getting an idea of how sick and twisted and just absolutely messed up the Celestial Dragons are. But let me just tell you one more story. One more story, please. Boa Hancock and her sisters. Oh my god, this story is wild. Their backstory and their history with the Celestial Dragons just proves that, bro, they just be pulling up and taking niggas for no reason. One day, Boa Hancock and her sisters were on this ship or something, you know what I'm saying? They were just chilling, doing whatever. And one day, you know what I'm saying, they got lost and they somehow ended up in Mary Joa, bro. They got captured by the celestial dragons. Just put yourself in their shoes. Imagine you're a 12-year-old who's just chilling, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever. You know, you're just a 12-year-old and now you've been captured by sick and twisted and just sick people, bro. Sick. You already know what they did to them, bro. They branded them with that fuck ass mark and they just violated them for God knows how long. I don't even know how long it was. The only reason why they made it out of the Holy Lands was because of fucking Fisher Tiger. That is when Fisher Tiger pulled up and just started freeing niggas, bro. Matter of fact, let's take a moment of silence for Fisher Tiger and the Sun Pirates. Shout out to all them niggas except for Arlong.
As we all know, Arlong possesses Za water,
granting him the ability to stop time.
Fisher Tiger was the first to do it. He really walked up in there and just started freeing niggas for no reason. Like, shout out to him, bro. But when Boa Hancock was telling the story, her sisters were literally screaming, bro. That's how traumatic the situation was. That they were doing so many fucked up things to them that just bringing up the topic literally sends them into like a full-blown panic, bro. Like that is like a mental breakdown. Just thinking about that situation. No.
And then he didn't die. So I set him on fire.
What the hell is wrong with this? Did you get that? Are you getting this? Go get him.
Yo,
go arrest him.
It's funny because almost every single celestial dragon is evil except for one. There's actually one celestial dragon who is not evil. And that man is Saint Don Quixote Miosgard. So this guy, Don Quixote Miosgard, he used to be like every single celestial dragon, just an evil bastardo, and you know, he sucked. But one day, he somehow ended up in Fishman Island, and guess what? He was on dick. The fishmen, they saw him, they're like, bro, this is a celestial dragon. These are our ops, bro. These are our mortal enemies, bro. We gotta kill this nigga right now. But guess what? Queen Otohime, she was like, nah, bro, we gotta stop the cycle of violence, animosity, and hatred. She showed him so much kindness that he's like, bro, I gotta change for the better, bro. I gotta be better. And guess what? That's exactly what he did. You know how that rule of, oh, you know, celestial dragons cannot be touched even if they're doing some crazy shit? Guess what? He was the exception to that rule. Anytime a celestial dragon was on some bullshit, he would drop kick them, bro. He would hit them with that Chifa Chaho. Unfortunately, you know, celestial dragons do not like when other celestial dragons try to do good. So they fucking crucified him, bro. They crucified him.